The Minister of Mines, Paul Kabuswe, on Friday morning held a media briefing to inform the nation the current status of the mining sector in Zambia. This is after a lot of complaints over the perceived delays in resolving issues around Konkola Copper Mines and Mopani Copper Mines, among others. In attendance were trade union leaders from the mining sector.
The media, Honorable, we are very thankful that you called the unions to update us on issues that are very doctor, like you have said, which you have clarified ably. And I'm sure our members across the mine, particularly Mopani and KCM, who have been calling us, when is KCM going to be resolved? When is Mopani going to be resolved? We have waited, and we thank you that the Indian government, through you, have made steady progress.
In his briefing, the minister indicated that government is only remaining with one item before it concludes its negotiations with Vedanta Resources for a possible takeover of Konkola Copper Mines, KCM. He also disclosed that government intends to close the deal for Mopani Copper Mines by 31st July 2023.
There were several issues, up to 10 number of issues that were topical in as far as KCM is concerned. So we went into protracted discussions. We were discussing point by point to make sure that the interests of the Zambian people are actually taken care of. As we are speaking, of the 10, 9 have been cleared. So now we are remaining with one point, which is also very critical to the interests of the Zambian people. Again, for KCM, we are counting days. It's no longer months. We are still in a meeting discussing that one point. It's very critical. It's a big one. Actually, on announcing, it's one of the issues that will make you very happy as Zambians after it's clear.
The minister also stated that government has been looking for a new investor for Mopani over the last half of the year.
Government has been running a process to look for a new investor. I think that a month or so ago, we had mentioned that there were about 13 companies that were interested in running Mopani, and reputable ones for that matter. So government has been running a process, and as we are talking now, we have shortlisted companies which will now be again taken through the mill. At first they submitted what we are calling non-binding offers. After government scrutinized the non-binding offers, they had to go back now and do binding offers, which have already come in. So as I'm giving you this update, the team is sitting now to open the binding offers. It's a matter of days. We are no longer counting months. It's a matter of days before the final bidder is picked, and the nation will be informed accordingly. We are targeting 31st of July.
And on Sugilite, Mr. Kabuswe said while Sugilite has been widely reported in the media, the extent of the resource endowment base has not yet been fully established.
The other topical issue is Sugilite. Now, when something is discovered, and I want to say this, I think this country went to sleep. We stopped mapping, we stopped explorations. We were not investing in these things. And that is why we are having scenarios where a villager or a farmer is digging something, maybe sweet potatoes, then they discover something that is looking different. If I tell my geologist here, I'll tell him that, do you know that Ukwimbe Fiumbo is exploration? Except it's unconventional. So now we've been having a scenario where somebody is digging with a hole, then they find some nuggets of gold. they find something purplish, which we are now referring to as sojilite. So, the government has put in place a comprehensive program. We know that you, the media, have widely reported about sojilite. Some reports are sensational, some are fake. So, being a methodical government, our experts, the geologists, and everybody else through the ministry and PS and his team, we have now done a strategy, a comprehensive one, to guide the responsible and sustainable management of exploration and exploitation of these precious minerals for the benefit of the Zambian citizens. Now,
Revelation News. Jimmy Kanasha reporting.